in buildings, but in the hearts of men and women. And we forget that when we become of age. You can forget that, and I can forget that too. Because nothing's beyond us. Because we want to make a show, a good appearance. And Isaiah says, not by appearance does God judge, but by the heart. We're none of us are like that, 100% honest. We all have our favorites by appearance. All of us, starting with me. But not by appearance does God judge, but by the heart. I wonder if we were on the board of directors when he chose Peter, what we would have said about that bum. We would have said, oh no, this man is not cool. He's got a big mouth. He doesn't know his place. His mother-in-law is a witch. I don't mean a real witch. I wonder what we would have said. I don't think we would have voted Peter. And then the vote came. Who will be the leader, the rock? Oh, Giovanni, John. Jesus said, I'm going to pick the poorest bum of all of them. And I'm going to make him what I want to make him. He started as a sponge, and he became a rock. You see, we're all alike. By appearance. Not by appearance does God judge. Not by appearance. It's very easy to judge by appearance, because you know what? Those people make us feel good. I don't want to tell you. A lot of people don't make me feel good. But they might be closer to God than I am. Sometimes I say to the Lord, would you just send me a couple of sane ones? Because we're all nuts. Just a couple. One. When people come and say, well, I'm the one that's sane, I said, no, it's you. You can't be. If you found this place. If you found this place, you're as bad as we are. Or as good as we are. Or whatever we are. I tell them that, you know. Somebody came to me and said, you know, I'm the sane one here. I said, oh, I don't know. Why? Because you came here. Sane people come here. But I'm going to tell you, we might be dysfunctional, but we know it. We know it. There are most people that hiding their dysfunction. You know, they put the perfume on, they put the rags on, they put some hair on their head with a bald spot is. I'm going to tell you, they're hiding their dysfunction someplace. We don't hide it, let it all hang out. But this is real. Now my last point is when I was about to be ordained, I read this most beautiful letter from the Jesuits, and it talked about the people that are ordained. It talked about the weak, the lowly, the poor, and the broken are the ones that God calls. No more. Put on a happy face. But I'll tell you, if you get the poor, the lowly, the broken, and you disciple them and love them, and you care for them through and through, despite what they do or don't do, I'm going to tell you things are going to happen to those people, if they stay. See, we've outlawed Jesus. We know better. We do. We know better. Our schools, for Boston College, it's not a Catholic school anyway, $45,000 to get into that hole. 45,000.
I wish it's 50,000.
50?
Yeah.
50,000. Excuse me. Father Joshi said last year they had the vagina play, or the vagina monologue. That's nice. Catholic college. That's nice. That's lovely. I mean, we need Jesus. We really do. All of us need Jesus desperately. We desperately need Jesus Christ. Desperately. And we're going to get back to the Sermon on the Mount. But there's no Sermon on the Mount without love for the man on the Mount. And that's the big problem. And I'll close with the beautiful letter that Father Joshi's provincial, or whoever he is, Prior General sent. It was a beautiful letter. It was a form letter. I hate form letters. But it was a beautiful form letter that talked about Jesus and why are we not making the impact that we should be making. Maybe it's because we've lost our love for Jesus Christ. Maybe we have not placed Jesus first. Maybe it's because Christ is not centered in our lives and in our ministries. It was all about Jesus and love for Jesus. And I say, this is the man I like. This is a good man. He didn't talk about anything fol-de-rol. He talked about the essence. If you want to make an impact, you gotta love Jesus. You gotta let him love you, even in the darkness, even when you reach a wall, even when he seems far away, even when you're hanging on the cross. You gotta love Jesus and let him love you, even when you don't feel it. But you've got to persevere to keep on loving Jesus, because that's what it's all about. It's all about loving Jesus. It's not about anything else but loving Jesus. Then you'll have a ministry if you love Jesus. And you'll have the poor and the needy and the broken. And those that Jesus said, I thank you, Father, that you have kept from the wise and the clever, but you have revealed to the poor and the lowly. For thus it is your will. No one knows the Father but the Son, and no one knows the Son but the Father, and those whom he chooses to reveal. Then he says to the poor and lowly, come to me, you poor and lowly and broken, all of you who find life burdensome. Take my yoke upon you. My yoke, that means 2 holes in the yoke, you know. Jesus is here, and we put our head in the other yoke. He's the lead ox. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. For I am gentle and humble of heart. For in me your soul shall find rest. My yoke is